Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Penny from Your Closet, Your Style. It's my goal to help you own your style. We all have a different style, and it's my goal to just make sure that you always feel your best and that when you come into your closet, you love what you have and you're wearing what you have. Today, we're coming to you from my closet. How about that? Wow. And the topic today is all about that tricky transitional time in between seasons. So here in West Michigan, we are towards the end of August, as you all are, but we're towards the end of summer, transitioning into fall, not out of summer temperatures by a long shot, or humidity, as is obvious from my curly hair today. But it's a tricky time because you want to switch your closet over pretty soon and pack away the summer and bring out the fall, but you can't fully do that. So during that in-between time in dressing for transitions, how do you do it? How do you make it work? How do you own your style? That's what I want to talk about today. So today it's all about layering, because for me, I think that's the best way to go in between seasons and carry your wardrobe through. If you are layering and you're utilizing the layering pieces in your closet, then before you move one season out and move another season in, you can bring in a few key pieces from the next season, pair those with what you already are wearing, and really gain some extra mileage out of your wardrobe. So we're going to take a look at those transition pieces here. Some of them I'll show you here, and I'll also insert some photos so you can see how I've worn them. I hope this is an inspiration for you as we get closer and closer to my favorite season. So let's hop into some of my ideas. So you're in your closet. Like I mentioned before, we are entering that transition phase. So how can you best make your closet work for you in between the seasons? You're going to remove summer pretty soon, pull fall in pretty soon, but in the meantime, I mean, here in West Michigan, today we're still in the 80s. By this weekend, we're going to be back in the 90s, but then you never know when you're going to get a cold evening or something might happen. So let's make your closet work best for you. And some of these are things I know you're clearly already doing, but with a fresh set of eyes and some new ideas, maybe you can go back to your closet and shop it again and get inspired. So that's what we're going to do. So first up on the list is that transition time and how do I layer? What's the best way to do that? So I think that's the key to transitional dressing is layering. And one of my favorite ways to layer is with a jacket. So what I did was, obviously I'm in my own closet, and I pulled out some of my favorite layering pieces. But in general, jackets and cardigans. I'm sure you have at least a cardigan. I'm sure you have at least a jacket, if not a blazer, a jean jacket. We've talked between my musings at yourclosetyourstyle.com and also on this channel ad nauseum about jean jackets. So I'm really not going to talk too much about them today. You already know how jean jackets work for you. But other jackets. So one of my new favorites is this one. And I would love to link it below, but I believe they're sold out. It's from Target. But why I like this is, I'll also insert pictures of me with this on. But I love the sleeves on it. They're very trend right now. That big full sleeve. I'm one of those crazy people that I still do not believe in wearing white after Labor Day. I also do not wear linen after Labor Day. I might make an exception this year. This is a linen blend jacket, and I feel like you could really very easily take this through fall. So I pair this with jeans, khakis. I do it a lot with something like this. This is just like a green khaki, what I would call utility pant. But the breeze of wearing this now is layer it over a tank top, layer it over a short sleeve top, and then layer it over a long sleeve top. If you're layering over all good condition tops, and I think you know what I mean, then if the weather does warrant or the temperatures do warrant you taking off this layer, you still look great and put together underneath. But this is a great piece. Utility jackets, another great option, either over dresses or again over t-shirts. I love this paired with shorts. I think this is a great combination. And then I just have a couple because, you know, who doesn't need who doesn't need a couple utility jackets? But you'll get the idea when you see the pictures float through. And then the basic black workwear jacket, I think, goes with everything. And again, photos are inserted as we talk here, but this is just, I love this piece over a screen print tee. I adore screen print tees for many reasons, but even I'm 54, almost 55 years old, and I've read all the fashion rules about women my age should not wear screen print tees. I do absolutely not agree with that. I think screen print tees are not only just a fun novelty thing, but I think they can tell your story and also kind of speak for you. So I love to style them up, and I love to wear just a plain black blazer over them, because I think it just puts that final touch on the screen print tee. And then lastly is kind of more of a, a little bit more fashion forward, yet still remains true and can go from season to season, but the sleeves are definitely in for right now. But this jacket will dress up anything. It will dress up jeans and a tee. It's great over a sleeveless dress. I mean, you have all kinds of options with this jacket. And then again, I think we've talked forever, and you're fashion enough to know that cardigan sweaters, I'm not going to pull out cardigan sweaters, but a white one and a black one you should definitely have. And again, they're great layering pieces, either with t-shirts or sleeveless dresses or blouses, however you want to do it. The luxury of a cardigan is that ability to not necessarily wear it all the time. So tie it around your neck, tie it around your waist, whichever way you feel most comfortable with. It gives you that balance of the extra layer, and that's a great thing. Okay, so next on this Let's Get Me Through transition phase, and it's all about layering, is this piece I'm wearing here. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, let's fix that. I'll put a link in here for you to head over to my Instagram page. But there's different names for this. Is this a duster? Is this, for those of you that are around my age, remember Maud? Is this like Maud's piece? Or is this a gilet, as they say in the UK? Whatever you want to call it, it's a sleeveless, full-length, long piece. I can't even back up far enough in the closet to show you that. But this piece I have worn all summer long. Today I'm wearing it with denim shorts, but this piece, as I'm showing you in the photos we're including here, this piece can go with, again, these pants that I have laid out here for you to look at. So the pieces that I have are just a basic khaki, but I like a khaki with maybe some extra detailing on it. So these have some extra zippers and pockets, more of a straighter leg. I've got a cropped dark denim trouser with an unfinished hem, which I love. I've got a newer edition, which is the Parker Smith distressed straight leg, which goes with everything. And then I've got probably my favorite skinnies, which I don't wear alone. I always layer over them, but this is a distressed pair from a couple years ago from White House Black Market. So those are kind of the bottoms that I'm talking about. So there are other pieces more than just this one that you could easily get, but what I love about something like this is, first of all, I chose one with a lot of colors in it, so I've got a lot of variations I can do as far as underneath this. I'm inserting some pictures, one of me with a long sleeve tee and then something like this with a short sleeve and shorts, but the variations that you can do with this piece are amazing to, again, carry you through transition and then on to the next season. So whether you're doing it like I am today with short sleeve t-shirt, shorts, I've got a wedge on, and then the gilet, and then a longer necklace to hopefully elongate me a little bit. Or whether you pair it with one of these bottoms that I just showed you and a long sleeve tee, a long sleeve blouse. You could even do, as we get on through the season, you could even do something like just this long sleeve, what we would call a poet sleeve blouse and any of the pants that I showed you. This piece just adds color, and as you get further on into fall, it really denotes, you know, layers denote you're in a different season. So it just kind of makes you feel better about whatever season you're in, if that makes sense. So that's what I love about vests or long vests like this. There are many out there. There are more structured ones that look like a suit jacket missing sleeves, or there's something like this, or even I've done a short sleeve sweater that about comes to here, open. I'll insert a picture of that here, open weave, and then layered underneath that as well. But again, it's just that idea of giving yourself some options with some color and some color changes as you change seasons to be able to carry your wardrobe through without thinking too hard, or without worrying too much, or without getting frustrated every morning when you come in this closet and the temperature has changed again. So that's the whole story behind the sleeveless piece. So one of my other favorite ways to carry through from transitioning through between summer and fall, and I call this on the summer end because I think we're still definitely more in summer temperatures, but yet we're still heading for fall. I love to pair shorts with long sleeve tops and jackets on the top to carry that thought through into early fall. I'll insert some pictures here of a great pair of, I don't know if you want to call them safari printed, leaf printed, however you want to say it, shorts that I did a little musing on earlier this year. But they're from Target. They're from the Who What Wear line. But the colors in them are so vibrant and are so both summer and fall. The print really speaks to summer, the colors speak to fall, but there are the khakis and the brown tones and the black tones, which lend you endless possibilities for how to match those up. But when you go back to my jackets that I showed earlier, you know, pairing those green tones with a utility jacket and then a t-shirt layered underneath or a tank layered underneath, again, gives you that option for taking off this jacket if you need to and still being season appropriate underneath. I'm not suggesting you wear these into winter with a turtleneck, but the right pair of shorts you can do that with. I've got a great pair here that are just a longer, basic, tailored short, and you can wear these almost into late fall with tights and boots, or tights and booties. Adorable. With this new modern Western thing happening right now. It's not anything I'm getting on the bandwagon for, but if it's up your alley, then I would do these shorts with a bootie and a tight and a jean jacket and a Western themed top, and you're good to go. It's a great look. But I do love pairing shorts with long sleeve tees, cardigans, jackets, long sleeve blouses. That poet blouse that we just talked about would be great. Another favorite blouse to wear with shorts as we transition into fall is a denim shirt. I mean, who doesn't love a denim shirt? I love the more right now. I'm still loving distressed. So a more distressed one with a denim short and some cute booties I think is adorable right now. So probably my all-time favorite is, as we transition through here, is the whole dress over the pants look. I have loved this forever. It comes and goes as far as trends and trend right and all that go, but again, here we are all about you owning your style and feeling your best. And if you make it work for you and you feel great, then girl, you carry that confidence and wear it. I think it's funny though that for this fall, it's one of those trends coming back. And not only is it the dress over the pants, but it's a sweater over the dress over the pants. So we're taking it a step farther. But I did pull out some of my my favorite dresses that I'm doing this with currently, and then I'll also insert some pictures of me actually wearing it this way, because I think that's important that you see the real life thing. But I'll show you the dresses and insert the pictures as we go. So this one is a sleeveless dress, which I have to be honest with you, there are two in the collection. The other one will show up in the pictures, but this sleeveless one and the yellow plaid sleeveless one, I would not wear as a dress. It's just not my style. I never bought them with the intentions of wearing them as a dress. I bought them, this one and the yellow one, with the intention of wearing them as I'm showing you. So I love this one. I love the print in it. I love the colors. I love the red, the stripe that shows what as I'm wearing it. But this paired with the skinny destroyed jean that we talked about, with right now with a white pant, I love. I don't ever button it all the way down. I leave it quite open and let some of this show. And then I either pair right now with red sandals or with a nude sandal. But as we get closer to fall, I will switch out the short sleeve tee for a gray long sleeve t-shirt, and then booties or some sort of closed toe shoe with any of the jeans that I've showed you. And I love this look. This, the other thing I love about this, is either just a couple of the buttons buttoned, or one button buttoned and a belt across, or just open like a jacket. I love all the options that you have with this. And again, as we transition through, it just gives you that other layer. Great piece. This dress, I'll insert some photos of that. I have worn this as a dress, as it is intended, but I also wear it a ton over jeans, especially those distressed jeans that I showed you. I do like to belt it high right under the bust, like an unpure waistline, or I just wear it loose with the pants and usually the skinny jean. I'll do now a sandal. But I know you've heard me say this even probably 80 times here, but again, as we transition through, I'll switch over to a bootie or something and continue to wear this. You could layer underneath this. I don't know that I would, but you could with a long sleeve tee if you wanted to. Also layer over it, especially when it's belted, for with a denim jacket, I think would be adorable. Now, this dress, you can find, it's the most simple silhouette you can find, so I know you can choose one that's right for your style, but I love this idea. And then the last one, you saw me do this great bargain post on if you read my musings. This is a dress I got at Target on sale. I believe it was $10. But what I love about it is it came with a slip underneath it, and I bought this knowing I would never wear it as a dress. This is full length dress, and for me, I'm only 5'4". It definitely is full length. But I immediately pulled that slip out, and I now wear this over leggings, over skinny jeans, or over pants. Most of the time over the skinny jean, but I have worn it over black leggings. The advantage to wearing it over the black leggings is you've got a black top and then black leggings and this, and you're really adding length and giving yourself a little bit of height, or I am, when I don't necessarily have it. And then depending on what shoes you're going to wear with this, you carry yourself through. So you could even do leggings and a gray boot, or leggings and a black boot as we get on through to later fall. And I think that would be a great look. Because of the yellow tones, the black tones, and the gray tones, you have some great options for layering underneath this piece in particular too. The last one I mentioned earlier, but we're going to include a clip of it here, and that's the yellow plaid dress, which again, I know you're going to look at it and be like, girl, you would not wear that as a dress, and no, I wouldn't, but I wear that thing to death. And whether I'm pairing it with white pants like you see here with a white tee underneath it, or I'm pairing it with jeans and either a white tee for now, or as we move through, I'll switch over to a darker tee. I think it's great. Another color that I see trending for fall is any of those shades of browns, like a chocolate brown, and a brown tone with this I think would be fantastic. You could again do some different things with footwear. I think the ruffle on the front of this dress also lends itself to a little bit of a Western vibe. So with a pair of true Western booties, I think you could carry out that trend if that was something that you like. So that's a great way to pull these pieces together. So I hope this time shared in my closet with some shots of the actual clothing and then some photos of me in the clothing have helped you figure out what are some great transition pieces for you. How are you going to layer through this part of the season? How will you make your wardrobe work for you? And absolutely how will you own your style. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you'll come back for the next one. Please like and subscribe before you leave.